fuckos. It's the Jungle Boys. And we're podcasting from where? The Clusterfuck Studios. My name is Seth Sacco, and next to me is Seth Petruzelli.
Hello.
And next to him, we're dragging him out of his dungeon. It's Seth Goodley.
Howdy.
You may remember him from the Seth Cubed podcast and Till Seth Do Us Part.
Let's get real. Nobody here has even probably listened to that podcast either.
No, we're
along with this one.
we had a lot of listeners, right? One from Australia, I think. And then we'll get into that. And next to him is
Seth Mars.
Seth Mars. It's today we're gonna delve deep.
What about Carly?
Who?
Seth Zinker.
Oh yeah, Seth Zinker.
Seth.
Oh yeah, and Seth Zinker is on the boards tonight. Sorry, Seth. She's there too. She's gonna have her edition of Snooze News later on in the podcast. So I'm sure that'll be really fucking interesting, whatever it is. So guys.
Yes.
Where do we want to start?
Wherever you want to start, buddy.
Yeah.
He does.
I was waiting for that.
What's
in
everyone
silence.
been
Yeah.
up to?
Well, my week has been pretty uneventful. Really, just kind of teaching school and leading youngsters into the future. But
Leading them into the future by teaching on the past.
yeah, exactly.
That's good.
Actually,
That's prophetic.
I had a weird
It is.
moment actually. And I was subbing elementary school. I can't remember what day. It's not important. But the math part of the portion day came up, and I had to teach them mixed numbers,
Ooh.
which I don't ever. And I didn't know how to fucking do it.
Oh,
I don't know how to do math at all.
Just tell everyone to read.
So what I did was I was like, I took a real liberal approach. I'm like, who would like to come up on the board and give this straight?
Smart.
Yeah.
Smart man.
And then I couldn't be like, well, who thinks this is right? Let's have a discussion.
So what'd you do?
I just assumed I was just very encouraging, and then let other people say, "Well, no, this is wrong." I'm like, "Well, why don't you come up and explain?"
Nice.
You dolt.
Dude, I played it off so good, man. Those fucking kids are so stupid. They don't know when the adult's stupid.
They don't know what you're stupid
Yeah,
or
exactly.
Wow. There's one smart kid in there that thought the entire time you
Like-
were doing that, he was you're sitting there and he's watching you like
It's
this.
like,
Yeah, they're watching the board, and one
Everyone,
kid's
all the other
watching
kids are
Seth.
watching the board, and the one kid's watching you like,
Yeah,
no,
You don't know what you're
no,
fucking
no,
doing,
you don't
do
know,
you?
No, no, this,
Wait,
he doesn't know what he's doing.
something's
No.
wrong here.
Jennifer, look at the teacher. He doesn't know what he's doing.
But like-
Lawsuit.
But he's over there peeling a banana with his fucking feet. Maybe who let him be in charge of us?
That's pretty good.
Exactly. I'm sitting up on the desk
This guy's not nearly as fun as John Candy.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know what stumps me still? It's funny
that?
because math is obviously it's the universal language,
Right.
and then I'm really into all that type of stuff. But I'm so fucking bad at math.
Ditto.
I
Yeah.
used to be really good at it when I was in high school, and it was actually presented in front of me, and I could see it
Yeah.
and do it. But just now, even when I read the back of directions, I'm looking at some couscous. I'm cooking couscous,
Yeah.
and it says in a 1-quart pan boil 1/4 water. In a 3-quart pan, boil 1/6, and I go, shit,
Yeah.
which one's bigger or smaller? So then I put, I literally go to a piece of paper and I write 1/6 and 1/4, and then I remember you just you go shoot the number off diagonally, and whichever one's bigger is the bigger.
But if you're
Yeah.
making couscous, you can pretty much eyeball it and figure it out
But
without
I
even
like
using a
to be,
measuring
I like to be exact. I like to be exact with my
The
how fluffy it is. So
the problem is that what's his fuck the president Jimmy Stewart wasn't a president.
Jimmy
was he?
Carter?
Jimmy Carter, yeah, not Jimmy Stewart.
he should be.
Yeah, he should have been. He tried to introduce the metric system, and we were like, we don't want this.
It's so fucking easy, though.
Not if you
tens.
don't if you don't give a fuck about the metric system. It's actually really hard.
I don't give a fuck about the inches system, dude.
Well,
The inches.
I don't
system.
care
I
about
believe
it.
we call it the standard system.
Yeah.
Actually, I may have just made that up. I don't think that's what it's called.
The inches system is a pretty good system.
The inches
That's
system.
a good name for
Well,
it.
it's a system of 12, right?
I
Instead
don't
of
know.
10?
I don't know. I don't
Yeah.
know. How are you asking me this?
I don't know.
I don't know fucking last one.
Here's math, okay? 0 through 9, and then that repeating over and over again.
Yeah, that's true. You should come in.
Profound,
only
Goodly.
numbers?
Next time,
Profound.
next time I sub elementary school, I'll have you in, and then you could teach.
You can't hear you.
Yeah, you can teach
Sure.
the math portion, and then we'll get the kids high.
I'm not even doing math. I just realized that ultimately it's the closest objective thing we have to understanding anything, and it's still there's only so much you could do with it.
Well, I actually was talking to a teacher who was in the lunchroom with all the teachers meeting.
Are there any hot teachers there?
Fuck no, man. It's just
Yeah.
like when I was a kid. They're all trolls.
Fucking old ladies, huh?
Yeah. But this English guy, he was like,
ladies.
Americans teach math in the most convoluted way possible.
Then go back to England, motherfucker.
Yeah, that's what I was like. What's up, bitch? Like, you're gonna hate on America with your fucking stupid European math?
Wait, the European said that we teach it.
Yeah, in the most convoluted way possible.
Explain what.
I couldn't even fucking do mixed numbers. Like, I just started like scratching my head and going like,
say it British.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah, do it in a
we'll-
British
maybe
accent.
we'll get
oh,
it.
dude, I can't do a British.
Try.
What's that? All right, hold on. Let me channel someone from.
Hugh Grant. Training with
Hello,
Hugh Grant.
governor. That's my best one.
You
Sorry.
teach very convoluted.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
Fancy a
Yeah.
spot of tea, anyone?
I now present my fanny.
That's why their teeth are so fucked up because the way they talk.
Yeah.
It's all
Thousands
it's
of
all
years
cl-
of inbreeding.
Yeah.
dude.
Now
And
we're
it's
ra-
a fucking
clanky
island.
and shit.
Now we're being racist to the whitest of white people.
Yeah, I know, right?
We're
Yeah.
evening it out.
They
No,
they
yeah.
still have a monarchy. So
Oh, wait a
we're
minute.
allowed to make fun of them.
Did we just bring up racism again?
Well, let's do it. Let's do it next
Is
week.
Britain
We'll
a
pick
race?
Africans.
Well,
Yeah.
first of all, I want to say to everyone that I'm changing the subject a little bit. That
Yeah.
if you're watching this entire podcast just for my Silverback Smash, which I know 90% of you do, that I do not have it this week, and I apologize. I'm sorry. I've had a very, very stressful week. Sako obviously had a little fun week teaching the kids fake math, but
Yeah.
I actually had a stressful week because I had a gigantic fight, which I won't get into too much depth with one of my family members, which was very, very bad. I went off he went off the deep end, and then I went off the deep end probably times 2 of what he did. And I pretty much I thought I had the cops called on me from my neighbors, which was really bad.
Well, let's just assume that many a DVD went flying. Actually.
Yeah, if you listen to the last
Yeah.
Yeah, many a DVD. My fist almost flew. Like, it was bad. Like, it was very, very bad. So went onto that, and then I had all sorts of problems out back with my pool. I was hooking up lights, and then I ordered tons of sod, and I got tons of like, what do you landscaping? Landscaping is what I wanted to say.
So what you're saying is the bikini top scissors are not sharp enough?
Huh?
Yeah, that's the problem, right? Because it's a. By the way, if you ever come to the Clusterfuck Studios pool, it's a topless only.
Oh,
pool.
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
I just got that. I was like, wait,
Yeah.
what are you talking about? Yeah, my fiance doesn't like that very much, but I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Fiance.
Yeah, let's throw a little gasoline on that fire, huh?
Look, if you want to come to my pool that I paid for in the house that I own, that I make mortgage payments on,
Take your fucking
you're
shirt off.
taking your top off in the fucking pool area. I don't care. If you don't want to come, don't come. I sure as hell can guarantee you that I will get at least 15, 20 hot-ass fucking girls here that'll take their tops off.
Yeah, and if no one else, my tits will be on display.
Yeah,
Um,
that's the only
true.
ones I was waiting for, to tell you
Yeah.
the truth. You and Carly.
The backup
yeah.
tits.
Just
Yeah.
because she's been here so long, I just
Yeah.
haven't seen her top.
Mine
At
are-
least once.
mine are bigger, but hers are probably hairier. I'm just gonna go. Oh shit.
Oh.
No, there's scales all over them. Dragon
Yeah,
scales.
dragon scales.
So that is why I don't have a Silverback Smash, because I'm too fucking much of an idiot to manage my time correctly, and I don't have a Smash. So smash myself, I suck.
Yeah.
Done.
Now back to racism for one quick second.
Yes.
We here at Clusterfuck Studios and the Jungle Boys, respectively, would like to take this time to apologize to our Jewish friends out there. We've been a little hard on you, so
Seth's been a little hard on them.
I have
well,
not.
No, actually, I'll take this. It's my fault.
Well,
I've
we're all
been-
named Seth, so what's
That's
the
true.
big
Yeah,
deal?
yeah. I didn't catch that. I'm sorry. Yeah. So this next 15 seconds is all about you Jews. Enjoy and you're welcome.
We're going to take a moment of silence.
Please
Yeah.
accept this as an apology to
Yeah.
any misguided comments towards your peoples.
Yeah.
Silence.
And yeah, I think that's enough for the Jews.
Well, I hope that you enjoyed that and that you
I hope you
for us-
enjoyed it.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Jesus. So with that, I hope it kind of cleared your conscience a little bit. It gave
Yeah.
you a little in-depth analysis as to all the great cultural diversity of the Jewish people
Mhm.
and the differences in their culture, I guess.
Yeah.
Pretty much, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Congratulations on owning most everything in the world.
Everything.
Hollywood, gay Jews,
Money.
Beers.
Federal Reserve.
Banks.
dreidels,
Banks.
Yeah.
Awesome hairdos.
bagels,
Yeah.
those curly sideburns.
Yeah.
Everything. Your family must be turning over in their graves right now. All your relatives, Carly.
Yeah. Carly.
Seinfeld.
I'm not Jewish.
Seinfeld.
Yes, we
Yeah.
established.
I
What'd you say? I couldn't hear you.
I said I'm not Jewish.
thought you were.
We established that you were.
Who is the hottest Jewess? They're called Jewesses, right? Lady Jews.
What?
Wait, talking to the mic,
Sorry,
Dick.
Mike, what are you saying?
No, I was
Sorry.
asking Seth an offhanded
me.
question.
Oh, well, we want to hear what the question
Yeah.
is.
I was going to ask if he had any coins, and I was going to throw it on the ground by Carly, and if she picked it up, we'd know she was a Jew.
Exactly. But it has
So
to be
say-
a penny.
So say it again. What you're saying?
Who is
hottest-
who is the hottest Jewess? Jewess? Is that what?
The
they're
girl
called?
from Star Wars,
Jew ass?
Natalie Portman.
Jewess. Yeah, Natalie Portman. That's
Natalie
your vote?
Portman's Jewish.
She's from
Yeah,
Israel,
She's
dude.
from fucking. She's like
She's
super Jew.
Israeli.
She's hang on,
Yeah.
hang on.
Dude, I bet you she has her fucking. I bet you she has her fucking bush shaved in the Star of David.
Blasphemy.
Yeah, she's from Israel.
She
dude.
Yeah.
doesn't really have Jewish features.
Jewish
Well, I
people
mean,
don't really look like.
If they put her whole nose in there, that would take up the whole frame.
We also
It-
most people think that because they have the whole if your mom's vagina is Jewish, then you're
Yeah,
Jewish.
yeah, yeah. That's true.
What?
So
Yeah.
it doesn't matter if your dad's Jew. It's like the only religion that
you
makes
got to come
into
out of the Jew.
Well, it's
makes
also-
you into a race.
Yeah,
If
it's
your
also a
mom-
race too.
Yeah, it's a
it's
race.
considered-
Jesus was a Jew, but
But-
he was
Yeah.
the founder of Christianity.
No,
right?
he wasn't. No, there was another dude who was. They just kind of used his name.
Oh.
I mean, it was the same myth over and over.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
like
yeah.
Dionysus.
Yeah,
Yes.
we'll get it. Let's not go down that slippery
I
slope right
understand
now.
that.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna say. Wait, did you go?
I didn't go, but who?
No, we Goodley didn't go either. Who's your favorite?
Somebody
Jewess?
just threw out Natalie
I
Portman.
threw out
did. That
Natalie
was-
Portman, so
yeah.
you guys got to go.
My
Okay.
favorite Jew.
I know who I'm gonna say.
I don't know.
Your favorite
I can't
lady
really-
Jew.
my
Lady
favorite
Jew.
lady
The
Jew.
nanny.
Hottest lady Jew.
Yeah.
I think
think of
Tyler
her name.
Perry once played a Jewish woman.
Did he?
I don't know. I'm just guessing he plays everything else.
Yeah.
It'd be pretty hard for him to play a Jewish person.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
All right, Goodley sucks. Go
Okay,
ahead.
I'm gonna go with.
My Jew trivia isn't up to date.
I don't know her name, but the girl from Seinfeld.
Ew.
Julia
Ryan
Louis Dreyfus.
Dreyfus?
She's
Yeah,
cute.
she's cute.
And
She's
certain
like a billionaire.
in
Yeah.
certain the money
Can we
makes her
hire
the
us?
Can
money.
you hear him?
Wait.
Shove that mic down your throat, otherwise we're not gonna hear you. Yeah, eat that fucking thing.
Okay,
All right.
okay. The money one makes her hot.
Yeah.
2, 90% of the time on Seinfeld, she's smoking hot, but
Dude.
sometimes she's not at all. Like in certain.
It's
like,
the hair.
small
Is she
stuff.
Jewish?
The hair.
It was the fucking
Oh,
hair.
dude,
She
looks
all
like
like-
billionaire
Dreyfus? Is
Iris.
that a Jewish
Dude,
name?
Richard Dreyfuss is her dad.
She
His-
has to. She played a
he's
Jew
not.
on
dude,
Seinfeld.
yes, he is. You didn't know that?
No.
Yeah.
Drufus.
Yeah.
Drufus.
My pick is Gina Gershon.
What's she
Which
in?
one's that?
She
I
was
know who
in
that is.
Showgirls, the brunette who comes out of the.
Oh God, she's got like that.
no!
that- she got this.
You're out of your fucking mind. She's hot.
She's got the up lip, and then her teeth go.
How about Sarah
They
Silverman?
go,
Yeah.
Sarah Silverman, if she didn't dress
Yeah,
like
because
she was
she's funny
17.
too.
and how about
Sarah
Allison
Silverman.
Allison Rosen too? Is fucking hot from
Uh,
the Adam Carolla show. She's she's really hot.
So-
Sarah Silverman's hot in a Tom, and like she can hang out with the
But
guys.
she's
type
funny
thing.
as shit, man.
Yeah,
She's
but that's
a-
not hot.
Her
really.
body's not that bad though. She
Yeah,
did
she's
it.
Yeah,
She,
she
you
is.
should be making those jokes, and I'd be like, "Shut the fuck up and take your pants off."
Yeah.
That's what I think I would be like. Cause
I
I'm
think
an
that's just her
asshole.
job, though. I bet she has a sense of humor, but it's not as like exaggerated.
I bet she'd be cool as shit to
Never
hang
did.
out with.
Yeah.
She's one of those people that if she's like a 6 or 7, her coolness makes her a fucking 9 or
Oh,
10.
Yeah,
totally.
I think that she'd actually make fun of my penis size, which is why I wouldn't like her. Like all the other girls would keep quiet about it and just lie to me and say, "Oh no, it's big," but she would be like, "Oh my God, look at it." Nah, it
There's
looks
a
like
lot of material.
See,
in
I
there
don't have
for
that
sure.
problem. Not because it's big, because I could always just be like, "There's a public sub waiting to replace you any second. So if you don't like it, you can get the fuck out, and I'll just eat the sandwich and go to bed."
God, I wish everyone that it doesn't listen that's in the southeast region of the United States can experience the joy of a public sub.
Here, here.
Yeah, totally.
You think any of the girls that we just talked about have had one, but have had the pork sub?
No, probably not.
What's the pork sub?
Well,
They're-
it's
they're-
the.
they're
I mean,
Cuban.
Yeah, yeah, that's
Cuban.
good.
the devil apparently lives in pork. Apparently, according to the Jews.
What do you guys like better, Firehouse or Publix?
Oh, get the fuck out of here! What are you? Are you out of your fucking mind?
What a-
Publix. That's not even a question.
What a dumb question.
I
Yeah.
like Firehouse.
Yeah,
I think
fuck
they're pretty
you.
good, man.
Firehouse is only good if every Publix on Earth has burnt down, and then actually, you know what? I don't even care about any other sandwich. Publix is the only thing that exists.
No other sandwich?
Dude, it's better than Subway, though. I'll tell you that. Firehouse is
hate
better than
Subway.
Subway sucks a
Fucking
fat
hate
dick.
Subway.
Unless they want to sponsor this podcast. Otherwise, fuck you, Subway. You're awful.
Gray meat.
Yeah, it's all turkey-based. Like, I don't want turkey salami. I want pork salami or beef salami.
Wait, is it all turkey based?
It's all turkey-based.
Yeah,
all the meat is
it's cheap,
turkey-based.
That's why.
Really? I
Yeah.
did not know that. And it's all laden with sodium too.
Yeah.
Worst thing.
Laden.
And their footlongs are only 11 inches.
Oh, I know. I saw a bunch of people measuring it now.
Yeah.
Like it's a big thing on Facebook. Everyone measuring the fucking Subway rolls, and it's only 11 inches.
If they measured it by the same way
Sneaky
that we
fucks.
measure our dicks, it'd probably be like 14 inches long.
Yeah, it would be huge.
Yeah. Be a massive sub.
Like start the ruler at your butthole.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
15 inches.
Where? Okay, so where do you start it at?
At the base on the top.
Base top, not base bottom, not between your
top.
balls.
Wait.
No, top
Okay.
is the accurate, fair measurement.
Now, do you use the standard
Shit.
wooden roller, or do you use like the?
do you use metric
yeah,
or
no,
the inches system?
do you use like the tape measure that's like you can bend it a little bit?
I don't know.
Well, I mean, what do you use? Do you
I use the actual one like I'm cutting
Like-
carpentry. I
like a
just
ruler.
Take that,
Oh,
I
because
did-
normally when I'm cutting carpentry, I'm like,
You-
how big is my dick?
Yeah,
And I
you take-
That's when I take it out.
It's a tape measure then you use.
I used
actual tape.
just a regular old ruler one.
Yeah.
Where do you have a ruler? Were you in grade school?
I
or
had a
something?
fucking ruler when I
So,
happened to be
now-
measuring my dong one
Do you,
time.
Now,
do,
yeah.
do you put it on the edge of a desk and go? Brrrr?
I should.
Now-
My dong or the ruler?
Now, do you push the roller into your like pubic bone a little bit
No.
to get a little extra distance?
Yeah, I get
No.
a little a quarter inch.
Yeah.
What about girth? What about girth? There's no
That's a
talk.
good question.
Yeah.
Where you like roll it around.
I guess that's where a tape measure would be better.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, then you need one of those ones that you measure your biceps with.
Myotape.
Yeah.
I have one of those in there
Yeah,
actually.
yeah.
I haven't measured my. I got a decent. I am more girthy than lengthy.
I think I am too.
I'm the
I
opposite.
think that's called a chode in the medical
Yeah.
field.
Well, my
That's right.
it's
Yeah.
What's the official name?
Oh, it showed us something
It's a
that's
taint.
between your butt.
You
and-
just said it's more girthy than it is long, so that
Yeah.
means it.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
No, I didn't mean more. I meant like
So it's a rectangle?
proportionately.
you know.
Proportionally, it looks bigger.
Now, I don't know about you guys,
Shit.
but I have
I have a chode.
my dick has a gut and moobs, so it's a little
Oh,
bit thicker at the
Jesus.
base
A
Really?
gut and
Yeah.
moves.
and moobs too.
The worst part is it stops working.
Does it have like a
Yeah.
little beard on the
Yeah,
fucking
it's like a
head?
little
It looks
beard.
just like Sako.
Hey, I know we talked about this like in a really, really early podcast and
Yeah.
talking about penises is kind of gay, but no homo about it. But are any of you guys not circumcised here?
No, I'm totally
I'm
circumcised.
Circumcised.
Totally.
Everyone's circumcised.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
If you had a
What about you?
if you had a choice,
Mutilated.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Always.
if you had a choice back when you were a baby, would you have been circumcised?
No.
Like,
No.
neither.
Probably
would I.
Oh wait, yes, I would have.
Fuck no.
Wait,
wouldn't
no,
either.
because
I prefer the aesthetic.
Because anytime I've ever heard a chick talk about it, they're like, "That's fucking gross."
Yes.
No bullshit.
Yes.
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 They say that, but then once they pull that meaty cock sandwich
That's
out,
disgusting.
Oh yeah.
they're like,
Yeah,
you
I've
know,
actually-
it's, not
it's
that
like-
bad.
It's more
Once they're-
sensitive. It's fucked up when
For
you-
us, it's better.
Talking to the mic, Goodly. We can't hear you.
It's not
Yeah.
better. It's actually
Sensitive.
no.
It's good.
It's better to not be circumcised. 'cause
That's what
it's
I
like,
said.
yeah,
Yeah,
because it's like a
it's-
sheath.
Yeah,
it's
it
like
is.
It's
It's
like
that's
totally
all nerve
rather
ending.
be
That's all
circumcised.
nerve
It's like a
ending.
membrane.
Totally happy with
Yeah,
being
that's all nerve
circumcised.
ending.
Yeah,
what they
I
call
would
it.
too. Actually, it's like having a wad of chewed gum around your dick.
Yeah.
Dude, but
It
it
looks
looks
like a fucking
stupid. It
aardvark.
looks dumber,
Yeah,
but it's
exactly.
gonna feel better.
But those
And it-
European guys like to fuck.
But
more
how
than
will anyone
anyone.
ever
Yeah,
know if
it's
it
like-
feels better? Like that could just be like some guy that's not circumcised.
Dude.
Like, well, it feels better, all right,
No,
fine.
no,
because I got an ugly dick.
It's common.
You
It's,
know?
That's a
Yeah.
good point.
it's
Yeah.
common sense because whenever you have extra skin and there's nerve endings in that skin, once
Yeah.
you take that skin off, it's obvious that you're gonna lose
But my
sensitivity in something.
Darth Vader helmet has nerve endings in it too.
Yeah.
But not as much as
But it's like-
So you
snuffleupagus.
want to come
Frostbite.
faster, is what you're saying?
No, I don't want to come faster.
Then what would you get the extra skin for?
That's what I get a cock ring for. It stops me from coming
Then
faster.
what the? Then just take the fucking skin off.
Because I want it to feel really good and not come at the same time.
does
I wanna
feel
have,
good.
I want to have my. I
What,
want to
it
have my.
doesn't feel
I
good.
want to have my cake and eat it too. I want to.
Dude,
What, are
what
you
you
guys
gotta
gonna
do is pinch it together a little bit. Pinch the pussy together a little tighter.
Look, I want to not do it because I want to stop the fucking bullshit thing of just culturally us having to do that with everybody. If everyone starts
don't-
not doing it, then it'll come
I don't
culturally
want
more
my-
acceptable, and all the women won't find it unattractive.
Less
'cause
and less
everyone
people
will have
are
it.
Exactly.
doing it now with their kids.
It's fucked up. Like
It-
to
it's-
take a baby and just like mutilate his cock because of
Yeah.
some stupid tradition.
It's a tradition. It's
That's
bullshit.
That's the thing. Did you see on the news this fucking woman in Cuba having her kid tattooed?
Oh
her
yeah, I
3-year-old?
saw that. That's some fuck.
That's
Then
fucked
that's
up.
like where the argument came up. They're like, what's the difference difference between that and circumcising. Like, it's still a form
Yeah.
of mutilation. It's still the kid. I guess the kid's
It's
slightly
just
more
not-
conscious as a
to me-
3-year-old.
to
It's
me,
not socially acceptable to tattoo your kid.
it's
It's
like-
socially acceptable to mutilate a kid's dick, which is
Yeah.
ridiculous. Just
Well,
because,
that's what I'm saying.
and it's
though.
outdated bullshit to why to do it as well. I mean, it's all health reasons. All
Well, it's
that's bullshit.
It
No,
is
no,
more hygienic. There is
no, it's
No,
There
that's
is-
not true. That's
it's
Yes,
bullshit.
there
yeah.
is.
That's
No,
just
it's
a
not.
that's just a
That's not
that's
true.
just a what's the word I'm looking for? It's just something
Okay.
that's passed down telling you that.
no.
that
There's
it's more hygienic.
there's empirical evidence that proves
No,
that people
no,
with
that's not
uncircumcised
true.
penises get
That's not true.
infections.
Show me that
from-
empirical.
Yeah,
evidence.
Yeah,
I've
it's
heard
not
Carly,
that too.
that's your job.
No,
No,
she's not gonna
yeah,
have time to do
she's
that.
gonna-
You
yeah,
should-
she's
Her
gotta put
phone's
it in.
dying.
I don't mean to bring Rogan up, but he has a whole bit about this,
Yeah.
and he talked about it on because I mean,
Who?
I'm circumcised. I have
Rogan.
the same
And
questions,
we-
but this is like an
There
actual
is
issue.
there is no universe outside of this universe. We don't bring up other podcasts, even though I kind of did with the Adam Carolla
But
show.
I'm just
You
saying.
did.
I'm
Yeah.
just saying. I've definitely heard this issue be like.
No,
drilled
I mean, there's
down.
a
And even if it
statistic.
does,
Yeah.
then you very easily parenting. You teach your kid to learn how to clean himself, just like
Yeah.
you brush your teeth. Peel a little skin back
How
and
many
clean under
fucked
there.
up teeth do we see every day?
Coming from someone who shits his pants. And
Yeah, you fuck.
Yeah, if I didn't have a uncircumcised dick, it would get all up in the fold of my poop.
Oh yeah, it'd be fucking gross.
dude.
Yeah, it's pretty
And
gross.
what's the big rush about? Like, I don't see. Like, come on. Wait, this is all like. You can't hear me. Can you
No,
hear me?
Yeah,
okay.
you
Now
get-
we-
yeah,
you
you
gotta
gotta, like,
talk into that motherfucker.
I mean, you really got to
Like,
get the thing.
Hey,
down.
you're the one that sold me these mics, Goodly. Maybe you bought
you
some
fuck.
shit mics.
No, it sounded fine. What are you guys talking about?
that
All
was
right.
good.
All
Very
right.
good.
So what I'm saying is, like, you guys talk about penises and all this stuff all the time. Like, why don't you guys ever talk about when, like, what are you guys gonna do when your penis stops working? And you just have to
Fucking
stare at it.
Give
Stupid.
myself a
thing.
high five and go, thank fucking God. I don't have to care anymore.
But what if you still have the instincts?
No, once your penis is
And-
dead, it's dead.
I don't know if that's the way it works.
Yeah.
Yeah, screw that. Like, got the guy from Game of Thrones that's a eunuch.
Yeah. You know how
No.
much free time that guy's got since he doesn't have to worry about
No,
getting pussy?
wait, that would drive me insane. That would like people go insane from certain
That would
conditions.
suck.
That would drive me
No,
insane.
if you don't, if your fucking testosterone dies, you don't give a fuck about it anymore.
Okay, no, you didn't say testosterone. You just said dick.
No,
not working.
testosterone doesn't mean that.
I'm just
the
waiting for
testosterone
the old
correlation
joke.
Isn't necessarily
Yeah, well, we're getting there. Yeah.
the same thing. but-
I don't know. I think the testosterone. I think if your testosterone dies and your dick doesn't work, maybe you don't have that drive anymore in your head
Yeah.
either.
Yeah, but there's more things going
That's
on.
what
in
I
your
want. I don't want the
endocrine
drive
system than
anymore.
just testosterone.
I just want to sit back and
like
relax.
your prostate can get fucked. You can get
Yeah.
testicular cancer.
Yeah,
There's all
true.
sorts of
The
different
best feeling
crazy
and the,
things out there that are pretty common nowadays.
you trying to tell him to
Yeah, to put his mic up to the mic. Yeah. I mean, you really got to deep throat that fucking thing.
Okay,
All right.
the best feeling, and I think your roommate actually posted this on Facebook, and it was probably one of the best Facebook posts I've ever seen in my life. That, and I think I said this on another podcast too. The moment after you orgasm is the most clear-headed you've
Yeah.
ever. Did he say that? Did he post that? I think he did. Anyway, it's the most clear-headed you'd ever be in your life. You don't want to. You don't want to have sex with any other girl.
It's like
You
the
don't
most
give a shit about the
content.
girl you just had sex with, even if it's your wife, fiance, girlfriend, lover, anything. You just don't give a shit about anyone else
It's true.
except yourself and not caring. You
You're
just don't
content
care.
as
You're
fuck.
content. You're the most
Yeah.
content. You don't
It's-
want to cheat. You don't want to have sex anymore. You don't give a shit about sex.
It's
just-
like
it's the most liberating feeling in
Yeah.
the world. And I
it's
think
like
that's what I
taking
do.
your bucket list and doing this and throw it in the fucking trash can and, go like,
being
fuck
like-
you.
and feeling so
How
good
long
about
do you
it.
think
Yeah.
that feeling lasts? I'm just trying
Oh
to
yeah, you got to
picture
go
it.
get
It's
the
like
bucket list
fucking
out and take it out of the trash can and like
Four
iron it out.
4
4 or
sec-
5 seconds.
4 or
Yeah.
5
So-
seconds of pure bliss.
Yeah.
It depends on how much guilt attached, though, because that might like. There
Well,
might
yeah,
be
but that's
some-
after the 4 seconds.
Well, no, because sometimes, like, yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
I was
that's
just
true.
thinking, you know
But
how
that
sometimes
initial
you bang
feeling
someone, you're not really into banging, and like as soon as you do, you're like, I gotta work in the morning. You're like
What-
trying to fucking
Can't-
chew a
yeah.
leg off to get out of there.
What's this guilt
Yeah.
feeling you guys are talking about?
Yeah, no.
What is this?
Fucking yeah.
You don't ever feel like a stupid like ape or like you're
No.
just like bleh, like this is
Dude, I'm
stupid.
like fucking I'm like
No.
I'm like Babe Ruth, dude. Every time I get up to bat, I try to knock it out of the park and I point to the fucking center field. Like
you don't
I
think
have
it's you don't think it's funny that there's like people in that like goo like possible little
I mean,
like isn't
Yeah.
that weird?
Sometimes I
Like,
picture little swimming things in it. But
Yeah.
they're not people. yet,
I
'cause
what I
I'm-
picture
people.
is little me's going, fuck yes.
yeah, well, that's what it
They're
is.
clapping
That's-
hands on the way
Yeah,
up.
exactly.
But really,
Like-
they're just
like
drying to the
high-fiving and
carpet.
shit.
I
Yeah.
picture them. I picture my sperms trying to have sex with each other. As I'm coming on a boob, they all get on top of the boob and they all start squirming, trying to fuck each other. They're that horny.
It just doesn't sound like a good party to me, you know, just hanging out in one dude's balls and maybe getting the chance to go into some shitty vagina to
Yeah.
make some shitty kid.
It's like you move.
well,
Well,
that
you
sucks.
you move into progressively better apartments.
What?
Yeah, it's like.
Oh no,
Yeah.
bullshit! If you
Yeah,
go
right.
into,
well, you would
Depe-
rather live in a pair of balls?
would you rather live in a guy's ass if you're a gay cum?
Zing.
Yeah, that's
I
unfortunate.
got you there.
You
I'd
know?
rather just be a carpet.
Yeah, but that's why
stain
they all
in
die.
general.
They're like, fuck, I don't want to live in this shitty asshole.
Yeah.
Pun intended.
Yeah.
they make his asshole pucker. And
If they would have had a pep talk with
Ew.
me and like the balls, like maybe some other, like maybe the asshole would have been like, "Hey, it kind of sucks out there. You got to get a job, and like there's war and shit."
Yeah.
But like no one did that, and I'm just like, "Oh, there's an
Yeah.
egg." And
What the hell happened to
I'm
this
here now.
podcast?
So you know what? You know what? This is, and we're gonna take this real gross for a second.
we
Yeah.
haven't already.
Here's the thing. You know what? We haven't had to deal with this as a generation, but when cum gets stuck in hair, it mats up real bad. Now chicks shave, so it's not that big a problem anymore. But dudes probably don't shave their assholes. You think it gets all fucking like messed up back?
No,
there?
because here's the deal. Even after like when I have sex with my girlfriend, we always get it. We always have a.
You
washcloth.
always do it right in your fucking hair, and then you roll
No.
over and go to bed.
no, no, we have a washcloth, and we wipe ourselves
Yeah.
up. So I imagine even back.
Do that
with
again?
Wipe yourself up.
Yeah.
And so I imagine gay dudes, they just have a washcloth and they just act like they're
I
wiping
thought
their
gay
butt with a
guys were
washcloth.
like all about shaving and being like whatever. I would think they
Not
have
bears,
shaved
dude.
assholes. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Bears.
You don't just tape the tip of your dick and like wipe it in her hair and then fucking go to sleep.
I don't want to get too much sexual
Yeah,
with
yeah,
my
I know
fiance because she
she'll-
gets mad. But
Yeah, she does.
But no, that's
yeah.
that's a no
Yeah.
with us. I guess.
Not in the
or with
hair.
her. With her.
But it's okay for you to
I
come
have
on
to-
her side of the bed and then go to sleep.
Hopefully
Yeah.
she's drunk enough
That's
that
all
she
right,
won't
yeah.
fucking realize.
Yeah.
I like self-supermaning myself. to be honest with you.
After she sends me out to my death to drive home by myself after I'm fucking completely drunk.
She sent you home. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
right. She sent you home. I forgot about you.
Why wouldn't you just sleep on that big ass porch?
Oh, that never
There's
even.
myriads
Because
of
someone was
places to
probably
sleep
having
on that porch.
because someone was probably having sex on my porch swing. That's why.
Probably.
Yeah. No, I think there was actually that night.
Really?
What night?
Whatever night he puked on himself.
Oh, that was a good
Yeah.
one.
And I came on the sheets and rolled rolled somebody in it,
Yeah.
Rolled somebody in it.
Well.
like making a pizza.
Yeah. Oh. So now that we have,
Well, how do we recover from
Yeah.
this, guys? Quick.
well, I mean, instead of like making a clever segue, let's just say segue.
Into.
Let's catch up with Goodley.
Let's catch up with Seth Goodley.
Well, let's get a little backdrop for those of you that haven't listened to or Seth Cubed, our podcast from before, where you guys started it, and then I kind of hopped in
Yeah.
after you guys had a bunch of guests. Goodley, myself, and Sako, we all had a podcast together.
we
we
did.
did about how many podcasts did we do? Like 10?
10 or 12, maybe more than that actually.
We did like 23 or 24.
No.
Yeah,
we
no,
did.
it probably was.
And we
that
did
many.
like 40.
Yeah, it really was like 23 or 24.
Wow.
Do you do it every
really?
week or more than once a week?
Huh?
Oh,
We were knocking them out right up front. Like we did like 3 in 1 week, I think.
I don't remember doing that many.
'Cause We
Wow.
had the ones on Hulk Share.
Yeah.
And then
Huh.
eventually went to the iTunes.
Yeah.
and
So,
podcast.
long story short, Goodley kind of got sick of it, I guess, bored. And
Goodley disappeared for a while.
Well, he's
yeah, well, that's what we wanted to find out where he's been because
Yeah.
he kind of did. Like, I got all the equipment. Me and Sako kind of went off on our own and invited
Yeah.
this fucking schmo over to our left.
and
And,
I'll say this: Goodley is fickle like a beautiful woman. So that's probably what happened. But let's go ahead and let's hand it off to Goodley and let him catch us up to speed.
Yes.
Well, what do you want to know?
Where'd you go? Like you were gone
Uh,
for a long time.
Let's talk about drugs because I have a feeling that's
Well,
right.
that
up
was the
our-
last on our to-do list, but okay.
Well, that's a good start.
Yeah, let's get right to the heart of the matter. And
Drugs.
Yes.
Well, about that. Yeah, drugs definitely came into play in the whole recluse situation, me just disappearing. Adderall being the first one. I was prescribed that because, not because I have ADHD, just because I don't like school and I like to, wait to the last minute, cram the day before.
Yeah.
And, I kind of formed a neuroses with like that and smoking weed habitually and then like researching all sorts of crazy stuff.
So what'd you do? Just sit in your apartment like all the time? I mean, little
Um,
food run once a day, or
It's to the point where I kind of went crazy, like hoarding books,
Yeah,
like
I
through
remember that.
Amazon, and
I like
I'm
that.
at the point where I have like,
I like that.
you guys have to see my place. It's scary. I mean, with the cats, it's the whole
Yeah.
painting is perfect now, but I have like 540
Cats.
physical books, not
Wow.
cats, not yet.
How many cats do you have now?
I have two. I have two.
Oh,
cats.
just still two.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would you like another one?
Probably not.
I have a really nice
no.
Maine
I thought
Coon
Jenny
cat.
was gonna take that.
They're fighting. The cats are fighting. Her cat doesn't like the Maine Coon
so
cat.
what you're saying is that your dad's cat is not getting along with the other cats.
Exactly. No. Their cat isn't getting along with my dad's cats.
So it's perspective.
Anyway, go ahead. Go ahead.
So yeah, basically, it was a lot. Time kind of got distorted in a way where definitely took too many mushrooms
Yeah.
in my shitty apartment in Cornerstone Apartments.
Where's that?
You still over there?
Don't tell
yeah.
everybody where that's at.
I don't care. The place sucks.
Is that over at like Conway?
Yeah, it's off Conway. It's basically
That's exactly where Aaron lives.
That's where Harold used to live.
Yeah, Aaron lives like
Brett Harold lived
right
in there.
down
Did he?
Yeah.
in the back, right across.
Yeah.
So one night, just one night in particular, you took way too many mushrooms, and what happened?
No, it wasn't that I took too many mushrooms. It was just kind of like the perfect storm where I tripped so hard that I forgot who I was, and it was that moment where like every single thing that I was dissolved, and like it was complete.
How long did that last?
In that state, I mean, that's the whole dilemma. It's because time dissolves. So like 1 second could feel like a lifetime. So in that state, it felt like 20 years. Looking back at it, it's about 3 or 4 hours. But in the moment, you have no conception of time, and then you have, and when you start to lose language and your kind of neuro-linguistic programming that you've had over the years, you have to start from scratch and start asking, who am I? What am I? And I went through that kind of dilemma, and it got to the point where I just had to kind of perform some psychotherapy to get my like roots back and find out who I was. And it was really cool and awesome. It's like the whole idea of resetting your consciousness, and it was just, I had to.
So it was a good experience, not a freak out.
Well, because normally
both.
self-medication is always good, right? That always
No.
is good, yeah.
But that's the whole point.
Psychoanalyzing is always a good idea.
Yeah.
Psychoanalyzing is okay.
Being introspective is a good thing usually.
Yeah, and with these types of drugs, I mean, if you look at the neurotoxicity of them, they're the lowest on the list. And if you prepare for them, getting good set and setting, you're good to go. But I didn't do that.
The only thing you can't prepare for is the fucking stomach pain, because it could come on really quick. And
that doesn't bother
Physical
me.
pain wouldn't bother me whatsoever. The mental
until you're shitting yourself.
I don't give a shit.
Dude, the last trip I was on, like the stomach pain was so fucking bad I couldn't stand it. Like I was shitting everywhere. It's awful.
But if I rewind maybe a month or two before this, I'm sure you guys have heard me talk about, or you've seen the DMT documentary, The Spirit Molecule. I ended up hypothetically, not really, just like it was a goof, this is just a joke. Yeah. But I ended up smoking that 4 times in like a 3-hour span, trying to go as deep as I could, and like everything that was described in that, I generally saw what they were describing. And
really,
like what?
Like basically the best way
Carly's
I can describe it.
Vagina.
Well, in a way, it is like a vagina. It's like an infinite fractal, and you feel like you're falling into something, and it's
that
literally
fucking big. Jesus.
But the thing is that's crazy is this is what it is. This is what you do when you actually smoke it. You hit it and you fall back for 10 minutes, and then you come out of it. And that 10 minutes, I mean, you're gone forever. There's no conception of time. The first thing I thought was drugs are bad, okay, and just like my mom crying and like me shitting my pants and like the hospital having to come and get me.
Like you used to do in elementary school.
Exactly. It brought me back to that like child brain. And I was like, I fucked up. Drugs. Everyone was right. And then
So are you off them?
No. I mean, 30 seconds later, it was awesome, and then I came back and I was like, oh, that was great. I'm back. But the whole
And then you did it again.
No. Well, I did it 3 more times that night.
All these horrible visions.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't. That was cool.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's not horrible. It's just it's a progression. It's just like life itself. Like you're thrown into this world out of a vagina, and you don't know anything, and all you have is your parents, maybe if you're lucky, and then if not, you have an extension of relatives or someone else to raise you. It's the same sort of like just being helpless and then being thrown into the abyss and having to kind of like pick up the pieces, just like life. So it's a good quick metaphor for life, and I'm glad that I experienced it. I just don't have to do it again now,
And
I came out
hypothetically
alive.
speaking,
Is it expensive to get that stuff?
No.
Oh, I'm not doing it.
Yeah, you're goddamn right. You're not.
Oh, can you imagine? That
Yeah,
shit?
that would be the fucking end.
Once again, the outline through the wall.
Yeah, like you're ripping a fucking disco ball down and throwing it across the fucking street.
Yeah, and it's one of the most illegal drugs. I mean, substance.
Yeah, it's
or
like
Schedule
1, yeah.
It's
Schedule, yeah.
which is more illegal than heroin.
Yeah.
So
More illegal.
Yeah, it really
more
is.
illegal
Like
than heroin and meth, and there's like it's some of the safest chemicals on the planet.
Yeah, because it's in everything.
Yeah, tryptamines are in literally every
but it's
organic
just
thing.
it's just pure and times 100.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And hypothetically speaking, and
not
this is
really.
for entertainment purposes only, but you had really good fucking weed back then. I don't know if you still smoke it.
Yeah, I just smoked some before.
I
I
just
came
remember hypothetically smoking it
Shocking.
and then thinking about all the people who were yelling at me at the time.
here.
Because there was a time where people were just yelling at me a lot. I was like,
When was this?
right when I first got back, people were just like yelling at me randomly for some reason.
When you got back from PA?
Wait,
from PA.
yelling at you like throughout different weeks, or just that one day? People yelling at you?
Like in a concentrated period of a couple days.
No one was yelling at you.
What?
Yeah. Oh yeah, people were yelling at me.
wait, you're just walking down the street and someone's like, "Hey, fat ass!"
Yeah, it's like, hey, fuck you, fatty. I'm like, I'm doing the best I
Are
can.
you talking about were you high or something? Is that
Yeah.
what you're saying you're just smoking weed and people get.
No, that's what I remember. I'm like, why the fuck are all these people yelling
I think
at me?
it's
I'm confused about what you're saying.
There's
dude.
something about weed that's really strange. Is like
Yeah, you're telling me.
there's
Sit on
like
your
this
couch.
weird-
Yeah, you're telling me.
there's this weird like cosmic conspiracy type of thing that starts to manifest and unfold when you get high. You start noticing things and forming situations in your own head that don't
Yeah,
exist.
the
all
problem is
time.
that like your weed was really mental, hypothetically, because it never fucking happened in real life.
yeah.
Like it just blocked everything else, and I'm just like, the people were like going past my eyes, like yeah, yelling at me. I'm like,
Everyone's face is just like,
yeah,
yeah, that's exactly what happens.
Otherwise, it was good though.
Sometimes I wish I could smoke that shit again.
Yeah, me
I
too.
don't know.
Not me.
I mean, I could not smoke it, but everything's better with it, so I
Yeah.
have no reason to
I
quit.
mean, I haven't smoked it in years, so I probably don't miss it that much. But, yeah, man, I wish I could. I bet I would be way better at my job if I could.
Guys, drugs are bad.
I
You know
I'd
what
be
fucking
way
blew my
better-
mind is the
What's that?
amount of a certain friend of ours that smokes weed. The pure fucking amount that guy smokes blew my mind.
Yeah.
Like it's like
We
I
wanna-
smoke cigarettes. This dude smoked fucking.
Yeah, every
joints.
time
yeah.
he had a cigarette, our buddy was
Yeah,
out,
oh, yeah.
was outside smoking an entire joint.
You know, I thought he was Asian for like the first 3 months I knew him.
Because he's always like,
Yeah, like that. Yeah,
Yeah, eyes are beat
Oh,
red.
blew my
I don't.
mind,
I don't
yeah.
get how you can. How someone can. I
a
don't know.
lot.
yeah.
How it doesn't like because it takes so long for the half life to dissolve to get out of you, and to smoke that much, it just keeps. It
Yeah.
goes up, down, up,
Goes into
down,
your
but
fat
it gets
cells.
progressively. Yeah, but it gets progressively more and more. So how does it all store up and
but it doesn't
like
do-
Roger Rabbit, like steam start coming out of your ears, like.
Yeah.
Well, it does. There's no adverse effects from it. That's a thing. Like,
Oh, you're bullshit.
I mean, there is like as far as like psychological stuff,
Yeah.
but
Yep.
physiologically, nothing negative.
You know
is
what though?
happening.
Like what we didn't know
Other
at the
than your
time
lungs and the
is when
combustion.
we hypothetically put way too much weed into some brownies.
Yeah.
Is that like the high from eating it is a lot different.
Oh, I know
it's-
that.
it's
I
way
knew
more
that.
powerful.
But it's
I
also
knew
the
that.
amount
I-
you eat too.
We way too
We
much.
ate like
Just
a
dose
whole,
yourself.
We
You
ate
don't
like a
just
whole
take-
ounce.
Yeah, we put a whole ounce into a
Yes,
pan
Carla.
of brownies.
Yeah, but
hypothetically.
would you take 20 oxycontins? You know,
No.
if you had a hurt
Never.
leg, you know, it's the same idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have
yeah,
to dose
trust
yourself.
me, it was a
right?
bad night.
And that's when you slip and you trip. You literally,
Yeah,
your brain folds in on itself and it goes inwardly, and
There's
it's hard to
this
deal with.
chick that we likened to Ronald McDonald who was freaking me out all night.
Ugh,
Yeah.
she looked just like Ronald McDonald.
Yeah.
I think that actually was Ronald
her
McDonald. Now looking back on
like-
it, Ronald McDonald was at the party
if you
freaking us
could
out.
like switch her bush to her head, like that's probably what it looked like. Because
Oh.
I've heard that she has a gigantic
Giant
Ronald McDonald.
Red Bush, just girl.
We
know.
can't
Oh.
say.
Okay, go ahead,
we-
Carly.
Yeah, sorry.
You were trying to stop us to say something.
No.
Did you forget?
No, you guys was talking all at once. We couldn't hear
No,
what you're saying. Or
Oh,
the
that's all you
audience
wanted.
wouldn't
I thought you were
Yeah,
gonna say
oh.
something interesting, like you smoked weed before.
we had it in fourth gear, and then she threw it into fucking reverse, and now we don't.
It's the same argument over and over again, though.
Yeah.
It's like if
Listen.
there's no adverse effects happening, like it's the
I
person's
like
responsibility,
weed.
right?
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
Hypothetically,
If you can handle it, you're not hurting anybody
Yeah.
else, and there's no adverse
Yeah.
effects on you. But you might not know. You might not be hurting anybody else, and you might not know that you'd be hurting yourself, but you
Yeah.
could be hurting yourself. You just don't know it.
yeah, no, that's a good point. And I think every day with anything, you know, it's
Yeah.
a strong psychoactive compound.
Yeah.
And yeah,
it does lead to
shouldn't
some
be-
strained relationships sometimes because
That's
it does make like it can cause problems between people, like two people who smoke and are different stoners. Like I've seen that happen before.
Different
Yeah.
stoners.
Yeah, different kind of stoners.
Like one guy likes the Beach Boys and the other one likes the
Yeah.
Grateful Dead, and they just can't get along.
Like we have a friend who moved out to Colorado who gets super paranoid and super judgmental when he smokes.
Love that guy.
Yeah, me too. But
Miss you.
yeah, but when he's chiefing on a joint, I don't like to be around him.
Really? I
Really?
didn't notice that about
Yeah,
him.
you don't because you were like his main target.
He made fun of me
Target.
a lot?
What do you
Yeah,
mean?
Yeah, because
Picking
like,
on him?
Because what'll happen is he'll just sit back a little bit, and he'll smoke, and he'll sit back a little bit more, and then all of a sudden he's in like this it's not like a guard like he's boxing, but he's like in this like position, like this bunker position. He's just looking at everyone with like a lot of suspicion. And he tells me, he's like, he just starts breaking the person down and about all the things he doesn't like about him. And that's what he thinks.
What do you say about
That's
Seth?
true. Yeah, what do you say about me? I don't remember this.
Oh, I'll actually, you know what? I think I'll inbox him and let him, because I don't want to like try to remember everything he said because I could fuck
Because it
up.
was
Well,
so
now-
cruel.
Well, now I'm mad.
Yeah, you should be.
Why are you mad?
Because you made
You know-
fun of me, obviously.
No, what's worse? If you want to be mad at him, sorry, Matt.
Oh, now we just said his name.
Yeah. Well, he know. Well, I didn't say his last name.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So, I almost said his last name too.
Because that's what everyone calls him.
Yeah. So here's, I remember when your ex-wife broke her leg on the motorcycle.
Yeah.
You like slugged in from the hospital from you were there all night, and the minute you laid down, he starts yelling at you because you don't help him put up the vertical blinds. Remember? You don't remember that? Like he was being
Dude,
such
that
a
was how
dick.
long ago was that?
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to fucking fan the flames now
Oh.
that you're mad.
Oh, did he really?
Oh yeah, he did. I was like, man, he's a dick. But then I just went back to watching TV.
I'm gonna bring that up to him. Now.
Yeah, you should.
Thanks a lot.
I want to know what he said.
My girl. Okay, so here's the scenario. What happened? I mean, not this part, but beforehand.
Yeah.
I'm outside on my pool doing abs. Like this is like 10 o'clock at night, and I'm like doing crunches by the pool, and all I hear is in the background I hear, "Help me!" And I'm doing abs. Like I look around. I'm like, what the fuck was that? I'm like, that was nothing. I go back to the crabs, and I hear, "Seth, help me!" And I go, what the fuck is that? So I go look out back. I don't see nothing. I run up front. And my girlfriend at the time, Leslie, is in full motorcycle garb
Yeah.
with the helmet, black leather jacket, black pants, fucking over on her side with the fucking Kawasaki Ninja
Yeah.
like plowed over
Yeah.
top of her. And the way she parked, and I guess she couldn't keep it up, and she fell over,
And
it hit. But where she hit was the mailbox had bricks coming up,
Oh,
and the
yeah.
mailbox, here's her leg, and there's the bricks, and then bike fell on top of that and cracked her leg like
Oh,
right in
man.
half.
I think
Oh,
that
it
that
sucks.
scene from what's the movie with the guy and the fat chick, Kathy Bates, where she
Oh, yeah,
Misery.
Misery. Yeah. Think about that.
Yeah, that's kind of what happened.
Here's what Seth forgot to mention though is that
What?
a neighbor came up and knocked on the door, and he's like, "Hey, there's an accident out here. You might want to come out and look at it." I'm like, "All right, whatever." He didn't put like, "Hey, there's someone who just got hurt really fucking bad. You need to call 911." So I waddle out there like at my normal pace. I look, and Leslie's like, geeking out. She's like, "Get Seth, call 911." So I'm like, "All right." So I just waddle back inside. And this is the time like me and Seth are like crossing paths and don't know it. So I go out in the backyard, look for Seth, and I'm like, I guess I'll just call 911. And I didn't realize that like,
Already did.
yeah, because it didn't seem like that big of a deal. Because I was like, oh, she's trapped under her bike. Well,
Why
whatever.
didn't you just lift it up and help her if you didn't know she wasn't injured?
It's not really my move.
I think she pushed it off herself. I don't know if I lifted it off. I can't even remember.
No.
Whatever.
She might have squirmed out. But I remember like talking to her and she went into shock. Like,
Yeah, she started going to the shock.
I'm like, oh, well, I'm no longer needed here.
Yeah.
I guess
So
she
anyway,
doesn't
I was
ride
at the
no more.
hospital all night with her,
Yeah.
and I guess that's when Matt berated me.
Yep.
Hi.
Because
See, drugs are bad.
Maybe you
okay?
deserved a berating.
no, he really didn't. He was being a solid guy.
Yeah,
And
for
Matt was
one-
being a total dick.
For once in my life.
Yeah.
So
Once in
back
my life.
back to Goodley.
Yeah.
Along with the drugs, are you back? I know you took a hiatus from training, but you
Actually,
kinda
took
are
a
back,
hiatus from everything, right?
Yeah,
well,
we didn't see him
well,
for a
from
long
Yeah.
time.
from
Yeah.
life. Yeah.
Yeah, I was just, yeah, I'm back. I'm back, and
Yeah.
it's been about 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
But
good
here's
to be
my-
back, I guess.
Here's
Right.
my question to you though: are you back for good, or is there going to be another hiatus of
No, I'm definitely back for
going
good.
to India and smoking elephant turds?
No, I mean that's on the agenda.
You haven't
but
started hanging
it's
out
4
though
years away.
socially yet.
Seth is fairly inconsistent though. Like he'll be around then gone, then be around then gone.
Yeah, I've never
Hmm.
been a social person. I was an only child. I kind of
Yeah.
lived
I
down
think
the
you
middle.
really are though in
Yeah.
hiding. I think he is in hiding. I think he really wants to be,
Yeah.
but he just
You
needs
you
to,
used to hang out with us
needs
on
to-
a regular basis.
yeah.
Yeah,
And I
that's
think
true.
you enjoyed it.
Sometimes you want to be, and then when you're actually in that situation, you're like, nah, fuck this.
Well, the
No.
point is, I don't know. Like, I'm like kind of at the point where I can't even judge my own life. Where I'm just
Yeah.
like, I'm floating around and I don't have any
How old are you?
preference. 23.
Get your shit together, man.
Oh, I
For
feel like
fuck's sake.
I have my shit together. I just don't have any like
Yeah.
personality traits defined because I like being able to float around. You know,
Yeah.
I like bouncing back and
Yeah.
forth.
Indeed.
You know.
Now that your future bores me, let's talk about Seth's future.
What?
Petruzelli's.
Okay.
Because if he doesn't have personality traits, where the fuck are we going to go with this?
No, I thought we
I'm
were
saying
going
I
to
have
discuss
Is
personality
this,
like
is this a
traits.
Nobel? Are you going to get a
school.
No, I'm
Yeah.
just saying just what he said. Like I do.
Yeah.
I'm growing up. I'm trying to
Yeah.
form social groups, and
Y-
you guys, I like hanging out with you guys.
I think
so
what
miss
it's
you
going to help
guys.
is
Oh,
that
he just likes hanging out.
if you
with us.
just
I love it. I've
I'm
been thinking
messing-
about your guys' dicks
If
all
you-
day.
if you pile up the baggage, that'll bring you closer to us because we're full of baggage. Like,
No.
yeah, I mean total baggage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're going to school still, obviously.
Yeah, going to school to decided
what's
not to do philosophy because that's lame, and
Yeah.
I'm not hip enough, so I'm gonna do anthropology.
Dude, you were all about
Yeah,
that shit for
yeah.
a while, man.
Anthropology would be better. I think
Yeah,
anthropology.
just-
Is, well,
You're
first of
gonna
all,
be
I'm a human, I
Super
wanna study
unemployable
humans.
if you get a degree in anthropology.
Yeah.
oh, and you think he's going to be not? I know, I'm good. And you
No,
think it's not if
well,
he gets a
that's-
degree in philosophy?
No, he was good.
You're going to
First-
sit around and think deep thoughts of being unemployed.
Deep
Yeah, no,
thoughts.
but-
Well, if you get a philosophy degree and you can't write a book or a screenplay, you didn't get
Yeah.
educated. You're an idiot. You
Well, you
deserve to not have a
a
job.
lot of people who get philosophy degrees, yeah,
I majored
Yeah,
in
exactly.
philosophy.
No, I wasn't calling
you
you
really?
out.
No.
I'm
I
just
am.
saying. In
yeah.
general.
But
It's
no, the
pointless.
thing is,
What are you
like,
gonna do
most
with it?
people go
I'm
to.
going to law school.
Yeah,
I'm
most
gonna
people
be
do go to
double
law
majoring.
school with philosophy degrees
it's an awesome way to learn
because
how to
it's
think
training
about
in rhetoric is what it is.
My brother's the head of marketing for
For
Cisco
law,
with
yeah.
a philosophy degree.
Well, thanks for participating, Ben. You were saying Goodly?
Well, I'm
Look at his face.
You'd be surprised though with anthropology. There's a lot
Fucking
more than you would
dickweed.
think. There isn't
Yeah.
just Indiana Jones, and also
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna go to grad school if I keep my
Indiana
grades
Jones.
up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try.
Well,
to
he was an
go-
archaeologist.
When
so-
I was
Archaeologist,
when I
that's-
was fucking
that's an
totally
anthropologist.
doped up,
That's
like out of my
anthropology.
mind, I pictured
Archaeology
myself
is a
like
branch of
yeah.
anthropology.
Indians chasing him and shit in a big ball.
I just remember like thinking if I tried to put myself in his shoes, there'd just be a Seth-size squish mark on that fucking boulder, and that'd be the end of the story.
Well, it never ends that way. You just kind of dust off stones and take it to the lab, or you just watch monkeys get like fucked by asshole humans.
Yeah, or frogs
or
get fucked by
primates and
monkeys.
apes. So
Yeah.
that's pretty
You're a
much.
fucking downer, Goodly.
I'm
Yeah.
just a realist. I
This
think.
coming
Yeah, these
from
are-
like
I agree with him.
like pure
Exactly my
concentrated
point.
downer. Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm
my
not. Well, I'm not
point.
saying like we should all just like cry with Timon and Pumbaa. I'm saying
Yeah.
just acknowledging.
You already went through that phase.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just there's not much you can do about this shit. That's
I
So
mean,
let's
going
talk
on.
about an upper. What about the?
Well, let's not skip over. I mean, he brought up a good point.
Yes.
Like Timon and Pumbaa's like Hakuna Matata means no worries.
no worries. Yes.
That's
I
the
know.
best philosophy.
exactly.
Yeah.
It's
Don't worry,
it's,
be happy.
it's apathy, is what it is.
Look what it did to
Yeah,
for
that is-
Simba. He was that was the best part of the whole fucking movie. He
no,
was
it
dancing
wasn't.
around.
He was dancing. He didn't give a shit. Then he had to realize his responsibilities.
He
and
didn't
have
come back,
bills and
come
a
back to the
mortgage.
Briar Patch. Oh,
No,
that's not Briar
what
Patch.
ruined
Yeah,
his,
they're-
yeah.
That's Rod. Wait, what's Briar Patch?
What
Songs of the South.
What ruined his life at that point in the movie? Let's talk about that.
Probably being a giant feline
You
and a
goddamn right.
cartoon, maybe.
Pussy came into his life, fucked everything up.
Yeah.
He was dancing around with his buddies. All of a sudden, this fucking hot ass lioness like runs into the movie, and now he's got to go back and fight his uncle.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, he has
man?
to fight for.
Yeah,
fight
it's
for
like
him.
fuck you.
And how do you speak English in that context? I don't know how that works. Like,
Yeah.
what do they talk about? They don't.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
they're acting like people, but they're animals. I'm confused.
Yeah.
What are you doing, Disney? You're fucking with my brain.
yeah,
Most cartoons talk English. I think.
yeah.
In America.
The ones I understand.
And the ones I understand. I'm sure in
yeah.
Africa the cartoons speak fucking click.
You think? Or they have like a stone and some chalk. Oh,
With their
we just-
paws.
Yeah, we just went racist again, unfortunately.
Sorry, we'll have to do a montage next week for Africa.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Oh well. So what about the poontang on campus? Any good poontang?
Oh,
I want to hear something awesome. I haven't met one friend in school. I don't know any, but I haven't met one person that I
really?
like,
Even I made some friends at school.
I've never even had a conversation at school other than with my teachers.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
And
I just
wasn't
sit
one
in
of
the
your
front.
professors a Holocaust denier?
Yeah, one of my philosophy
No way.
professors
Yeah.
was
Was
a
it
Holocaust-
denier?
Yeah.
We should
That's
have him on the
strange. And he
podcast.
said that to a fucking group of students.
No, I stayed after class and I was just getting
Yep.
into like Noam Chomsky and I was like, "Hey, teacher, I just bought this. Is this good?" Just trying to make conversation.
You were trying to suck up and be like,
Suck
"Hey,
up.
I'm a smart student.
Yeah.
What do you think about my awesome book?"
Well, he was like stoked on it,
Oh,
and
that's
then he started talking about how Chomsky was a Jew, and then I'm like, "Where's this going?"
Yeah.
And it got to the point.
Where's this going? Yeah, Chomsky got a big Jew nose. Tell you that much.
Well, he was like glad that I was stoked, but he didn't talk about that for more than a second. He just went
shit.
right into Jew bashing.
oh wow, really?
Sorry to bring that back up. But
Yeah.
it's
Well,
related.
we already apologized. We're in the clear.
Oh, true. Okay. So,
Yeah.
And my name's over 60% of people who are Jewish transfer over, so it's
Yeah.
all hogwash. It's like making fun of a Christian. It's
All
the
of our
same.
names are Jewish first name, guys.
Yeah.
So we're good. Seth.
Cain
Seth.
and Abel.
We're
Cain
good.
killed
Yeah.
Abel.
Seth.
Adam made a Seth. And
Yep.
then they saved and redeemed.
We're good. We're
Yeah.
good. We're good to go.
Fucked up Cain.
So you haven't talked to one girl, nothing like that on campus, huh?
When's
And-
the last time you got laid, Goodly?
I get laid, but I
Yeah.
don't
By who?
people.
Like, where do you meet these
Okay,
chicks
let's
if you
get-
don't meet no one at school?
All right, since
Well,
since
No, I want to ask.
let
well,
me jump in for him here 1 second.
I'm resourceful.
He-
resourceful.
Yeah, he is.
In
no,
the
no, wait a
laundry
minute.
room at my apartment
Here's how I know that he's telling the truth. And I'm
You
sorry.
watch through the window and jerk off.
No. And I'm sorry if listeners from the former podcast are listening and they're like, "Oh, you're talking shit about our whatever life, sex life." Goodly used that fucking podcast like a dangling carrot. Like he got so many chicks off that fucking podcast.
I didn't have that intention.
It doesn't
How
matter.
did that happen? What
It
girls
didn't
hooked
really. Come on, you're blowing out of proportion.
It's like at least 3 or 4 chicks off that podcast.
Okay,
No.
but what does he do now? Like, if
Wait,
you're
wait,
at
I want to know this because I want to know how this works.
you're engaged, dude.
Yeah.
No,
I still want to know how this works.
He's gonna help me out,
Do
right?
you guys remember
For Sacco.
Do you guys
Yeah.
remember that?
Yeah,
like,
for Sacco.
That like 6 months to a year stage of me being just obnoxious on Facebook.
Yeah.
That's a good place to start as
Yeah.
far as meeting interesting people with sensationalist ideas.
Ironically enough,
so I gotta change my.
I just got another invite to his new
Just
philosophy
turn the
page.
knob on the ideology, gauge. And
Yeah.
you
Oh,
can
I didn't
meet
get
new
the invite.
people.
You're not even on Facebook anymore.
Yeah,
are
I
you?
am.
Oh.
I have an account.
I haven't. I used to post all the time on the philosophy page, but then for some reason it just disappeared.
Yeah, it
Did you
disappeared.
kick me off? I think someone.
No, I deleted flaws.
Yeah. Thank God, dude. It got way fucking weird.
Well, because all weird people came in it that I didn't even
Yeah.
understand. Anyway,
Yeah.
dude, all I know is when I'm on campus, dude, my neck hurts.
Yeah,
There's
because
beautiful
UCF
girls,
is
but-
full of fucking hot bitches or hot
On-
women, I should say.
Unbelievable. Like left, right, like
Yeah.
literally
There's
every
a lot of
every
hot pussy
three
out there.
every
Yeah.
three is at least every 3 girls is one of them's an 8. It's
Yeah,
It's
oh,
that
totally.
good. It's
Yeah.
it's sickening. It's
It
sick.
really
it's like
is.
Sweden,
Yeah.
but in Florida.
Sweden wasn't that great. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't think Sweden was that great.
I don't know. I hate to queer up this conversation, but I just I don't know. I see pretty and attractive people all the time, but I don't
Yeah,
have
but
any
they're
like,
not
I want to
usually
fuck that.
Flooding out of one building
Do that
at one
again.
time.
I want to fuck that.
There.
Ugh.
That's exactly what
I don't
that's like
feel that.
the
That's-
sound
I-
that goes in my head is I want to fuck that and that and that and that.
I think the last time I thought that was I was maybe in 10th grade.
Yeah.
Since
That's
then,
where all went bad
just
for you,
like,
man.
hey, it's nice to talk to you, and eventually penises smashed against vaginas, and that's just how it usually happens.
Maybe that's what you're doing wrong, man. You're fucking hurting your dick and you won't have
I don't
sex
feel like I do
anymore.
anything wrong. There's no
It's like you're smashing
deficiency
it into
in
things.
it. I think it's boring. I think
What?
It won't. Then
It's
maybe it's just a
boring.
phase.
Yeah, I hope so.
yeah. I mean, it's not. It's fun, but just like you said, that moment when you finish, you're just
That
like
4 seconds of pure joy.
you're like
Yeah.
I could have
Get the fuck out of my bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Well, not that, but just the shame of being an ape.
Oh, I have like ape joy,
Ape
pride.
joy.
Yeah.
yeah.
Primate pride.
Yeah. All I want to do is eat, fuck, and punch stupid people in the face. That's all I want to do with my life.
I'm actually. This isn't even a joke, but I'm thinking about getting a vasectomy.
God damn it, Goodly. Can
a
you
good
just
idea.
be fucking normal for 10 seconds?
Are you being serious?
I'm being.
Yeah, of course he is.
Yeah.
Why?
Just
You
fucking.
don't want to. You don't want to.
Just wait.
Have
No.
your genes live
You
on
know
forever.
what?
Fuck no.
That's how we live forever. It's the only way we live forever is to
What
give
is,
our
who's
genes-
we? What
Just
are you talking
wait.
about?
Just wait 10
Your
years.
DNA. That's the only way your
People
DNA
are gonna keep fucking.
we-
I have nothing to do
Yeah,
with
other
that.
people. You personally, and your
Yeah.
being and your aura and your. If you have a soul, which we don't, but
Yeah.
if you want to call it a soul, your DNA. that's the only
essence.
way. Your essence. That's how it's going to live on. Is storing
Okay.
it inside of an orifice.
We know a
I
certain police
understand.
officer that got one. He said it was extremely fucking painful.
No, not that.
yeah,
Why can't you
it's-
just wait till
Okay,
you.
here, do it, but at least squirt off a couple on some refrigerators and
They
freezers.
can be reversed.
Or just wait.
No, but they're
Yeah,
not
but then you
always
make
successful.
a fucked up baby or something. Like
Or
It
just.
comes out. It comes out in half because it was
Yeah.
clipped. So you clipped half of the sperm one time, and you sew it back, and he tries to goes back together, and he comes out all fucking sewn together.
just comes out as a big sperm, just like
Oh, like Casper the Ghost.
Grows up to have to wear a fucking
just
golf
a
ball or
membrane
golf
with
helmet.
membrane.
just an eyeball.
Oh.
Stewie.
If you're gonna do it, save some sperm because I know in 20 years,
Or just
I
wait.
don't
you
have
might
the-
not be the same person in 20
Totally.
years.
But I don't have any. Okay,
At your age,
Now
they
you
probably
don't.
won't
listen,
do
listen,
one on you.
listen. I've already there's plenty of. I don't have any like. Oh, my genes are awesome because there's plenty. We're all related. We're all so closely related. It's all epigenetic
Yeah.
shit where it's all nurturing.
The
It's not
world
as
is
much
not going
nature
to
as
make it
we
without
think.
my genes. I'll
So
tell
I
you that
think
right
like
now.
if I have that paternal instinct, then I'll adopt a
I'm
kid
too
because
mu-
there's a lot of kids that
I'm way too much
don't
of a
have
narcissist for that.
I just can't imagine how.
You have good genes.
How
You're
good
huge.
the
I don't have
world-
good genes. I have
No.
I have asthma. I have allergies. I have mental health problems.
Yeah.
I have
Yeah,
Which
but all
is
that
I have
like
small penis syndrome. I'm fucked up, but I still am
No.
not that much of a narcissist where I want to have myself live again.
douchebags are gonna run wild if my genes don't continue. Like someone's got to
already
keep
are.
these douchebags in
Well,
check.
you, I don't know about because you have that gay gene, and I don't know if I like those gay
Yeah.
genes running around.
Yeah, exactly.
What is the gay gene? I don't understand how that works. Isn't it just like you just
I don't know.
choose at some?
No,
like that
there's
whole
a
argument.
gene.
They
No,
have
it's like
H&M.
yeah, something like that.
I know they can isolate it, but
Is
like,
it called the H&M gene?
yeah, yeah.
but it just I just find it so crazy that all these studies and all this this headline scientific stuff comes out, and it's like we're constantly editing like the main framework to begin with, so we're like it just never adds up. It always seems to contradict itself. Like nothing makes sense.
Like here if you start thinking get like down in the minutia of all this shit, like thinking about all the problems in the world. and
Medusa,
like,
the snake lady.
no,
Minutia.
the minutia.
Ah.
Yeah. Yeah. If you go down on Medusa, you'll come up with a stone tongue. It just breaks off.
You
yeah.
told me this wouldn't happen, Beth.
Yeah.
What was that family
Oh,
guy
can
where
you
Stewie
imagine what
cloned
those
himself?
pubes look like? Oh, like
you
all the
go-
like little
Little
snakes
gingers.
that are
Ah.
snatch.
Well, anyway, we'll go continue with your thought.
If you get caught up in all that shit, you're gonna be miserable all the time because
No.
there's so much shit to think about that you can't do anything about. So if you just think
It's
about
fascinating.
like I said, pussy, food, and then punching stupid people, your life is gonna be great.
I don't care about punching. I care about food a lot because.
Are you
it's-
telling
yeah.
me you don't think about punching stupid people?
I
you want to do it
but
constantly.
but it doesn't. No, what do you mean I do it? I do it. 'cause
you
it's-
want to.
I want to, but it doesn't drive my life. I mean, I hate the human species. I hate humans, but I love humanity.
Yeah.
That's a good way to put it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I do want to fucking punch 99% of the people in the face, but I don't let that be my driving force to like.
You don't think about it, like God. I would.
I
love
do,
to-
but I don't want to think about that. But
Really?
it pops in my head because I'm going on a roundabout, and some asshole doesn't know that you always you look
Yeah.
at the person on the left, and they just fucking go and try to
Yeah.
and almost kill me, and I want to kill the person.
Yeah.
Yeah, that happens a lot.
No, I just look
But I
at
don't want
people. I'll just like be somewhere and I'll look at somebody and I'll be like, I really want to punch that.
It's
fucking
weird
idiot
how
in
you
the face.
see someone just on first contact. Some people you just decide you don't like
You know
them
what?
right
I'm gonna
off the
tell you
bat.
guys. I'm gonna tell you guys something.
Yeah.
Majority of the time, when you guys are talking like that, I'm the opposite. And I never tell anybody this, but I always look at the person and I get this deep sense. This is gonna sound really mushy, but I get this deep sense of like empathy for the person. I don't even know him. I don't know anything about him. I just look at him like, man, I like feel sorry for this guy. I
get
want to
that
help
sometimes.
him, or I want
Yeah.
to like be this guy's super good friend and give
Yeah.
anything I can to this guy. And I don't know him from shit. We could be walking through Home Depot, but
Yeah.
just from like staring at a person, I get this sense of him. I don't know. It's really weird. I get that a lot though.
When I only feel that when I see someone with a disability and I'm like, man, this person. could
No,
use
the
I get
first
that
thing
like when I see a family out, they all seem so happy in each other's company.
I think we
No,
have more.
I hate that because I don't have that.
it. Yeah.
I think we have like more deeply ingrained senses than just like the five senses we think
Oh,
of. I
yeah.
think there's lots of animalistic
Well,
stuff
for me, like
stuff going on there.
I've
course.
said this before that I'm like tenderhearted and kind of sensitive, so I became more grumpy and hateful because of it. Because like that shit affects me. Like I hate homeless people, but I didn't used to. I used to feel really bad about homeless
See,
people.
I say that I hate him, but anytime one asks for money, I 90% of the time give
That's
him
because
money.
you think
Seriously?
he's Jesus.
Huh?
We've talked about
Oh,
this.
yeah,
Because you
the
think he's
Jesus.
Jesus, you're gonna get like a special spot in heaven for helping him.
They're gonna
I
come
did
back
when
fucking
I-
Howard Hughes or
when-
some shit.
Yeah.
When I believed in that stuff, yes, I thought to myself, all these bums could
Okay,
be Jesus.
here's what he thinks. He's gonna hand $1. The guy's gonna throw off his bum robe, and it's gonna be like in a suit. And he's like, "Come with me on my jet," and you guys are gonna fly off and be best friends. And
What if everybody's Jesus?
Everybody could be Jesus.
if,
What if
if
that was
that's
his
true,
message?
I'm gonna go home and blow my fucking head off and fix part of the problem.
Killing Jesus, you'd be his left nut.
I really would.
Give Jesus a vasectomy like Goodley wants, and just fucking shoot yourself in the head.
exactly.
That'll be nice.
That doesn't always work because the Holy Spirit and
Yeah.
virgin birth. and
What
that's
is that, by the way?
it's misinterpretation from Latin.
Another
Yeah.
podcast.
Huge spans.
Yeah.
of
Oh yeah. Let's
time.
not even get into that right now. I guess.
Well, we don't really have much time. It's been about an hour, so do you want to just do the Dear Fatso?
Well, we got some snooze news, right? Or are we just gonna skip over snooze news?
Oh, no, let's do snooze news.
Yeah, and then we'll jump into Dear Fatso.
Do you want to go over the hour because it's about?
Yeah,
an
let's
hour.
go over the hour. Yeah, we might as well.
Okay.
It's gonna be a little long today, guys. Probably like an hour 10, hour 15. So
Okay. Go ahead, Carly. What's your snooze? Well, you can't do it. She's gonna play it.
yeah.
Well, the first one was.
Well, hang on, Carly. How about we all do it, and that'll be the thing. All right, ready? All right, guys, on two. 1, 2.
Carly Snooze News.
Yep. All right, you're
That
ready to
was
go.
All right, so
In the mic.
Yeah, like a professional. Come on.
okay, how's this?
Good.
Good.
Wait,
Wait, actually, what you should
Both
do
grab it with
Yeah.
the other hand.
no, you did
yeah,
this to
and then,
Jen.
like,
I already know this.
on the
No.
bottom with your thumb, just kind of like in the little groove there, kind of move. Never mind, just good. Just got a little.
You did that to
there.
Jenny too.
Curves.
Yeah.
Alright,
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
A Florida woman fired off an intruder by chanting Jesus at him. A guy broke into this woman's house while she was having a party for like a whole bunch of women, and
Oh,
he
boy.
had a gun and said, "Give me your money, or I'm going to shoot you."
Give me your cash.
And she says, "In the name of Jesus, I command you to leave."
I'm calling bullshit on that
No.
whole
Yeah,
story.
me
I'm
too.
totally
Wait,
calling
wait,
bullshit.
hang on. Listen.
You'll understand why at the end. He says, "No, I'm going to shoot you." And this 15 women start chanting, "Jesus, Jesus," and he freaks out and runs out the door.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
still calling bullshit on it.
Here's what really happened. His name was Jesus, and he was a stripper, and they were going, "Hey, Zeus." He was swinging his dick around. The guy got a boner, was ashamed of it, and ran out.
So his gun in
No, I
the
think he
story
was just too
his
chicken shit to
penis.
shoot
Yeah.
someone.
I
They
think
wouldn't
it,
give him
I
the
think it was
money.
magic
He's scared
words.
and
And
all-
he
I
realized he
agree with
wouldn't
the
have to. He'd
official
have to
story.
shoot someone or get the fuck out of there, and he's too scared to shoot.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Next
He was.
story.
A whole room of chanting women like freaking
Oh, that
out.
doesn't
You're not
bother
gonna
me.
shoot
They
any
could
of
be
them.
chanting "suck
well,
my dick," and I would be like, "Give me the. All right, fuck. I'm not gonna shoot
This
you.
this is what I think. This is what I think happened. I think he realized that they were crazier than he was, so he's like, "I'm gonna get the fuck out of
Or
here."
he wasn't prepared to pull the trigger.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's
He
probably
was-
what it
He
boils
was
down to.
prepared to pull the trigger.
Yes.
That's good.
And in other news,
He should have done us a favor and pulled the trigger.
Yeah. Really. Truly.
Yeah.
15 times.
Now, when you say it was a party for all women, what was it? Like a baby shower? Was it a big
It was
lesbian bash?
One of
Tupperwares.
those
and bullshit.
jewelry parties that they do.
Oh,
God.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
He should have shot all the
Women
jewelry
are
up.
women are gay. You're all fucking gay.
Yeah, but all those are excuses to get around and drink wine. They don't give a fuck about the
The
jewelry.
wine coolers. No,
Yeah.
I think they do like the jewelry.
Oh, it was the blood of Jesus for them. It wasn't
Yeah.
the wine.
Yes, yes,
Exactly.
yes.
Next.
All right, the next one is the fact that Virginia and Florida both have laws saying that you can't live with someone, cohabit, if you're not married to them.
Cohabitate.
It's actually
yeah,
illegal.
cohabitate. Thanks, Carly.
What about a man and an animal, like a dog?
That's not.
What about
Wait.
two roommates?
Only if the dog speaks English,
So what about two roommates, like Seth and Pat?
or Seth and Will.
According to them, it says it's illegal.
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 Yeah,
Illegal or illegal?
yeah.
Illegal. You know what? Asshole.
Illegal.
We already established this. I have a speech impediment.
No, it's okay.
No.
So it's just a law, one of those bullshit laws. Like I know, like I think it's Jersey. It's illegal to have a donkey in a bathtub.
It's also illegal to ride a unicycle in a church on Sunday.
Yeah, I heard that too. Actually.
Seriously?
So
Yeah.
why don't we just have? Is it just no time to just take these laws and throw them out the window? Is that
Because
No.
they never should be called into question.
What's
they
a
just
law?
Fucking forget about them.
Huh?
What's a law?
Oh, here
A
we
law-
go.
it's when-
Fucking Sigmund Freud over here.
Yeah.
Sigmund
Jesus
fraud?
fucking Christ. Dudley.
Yeah, Sigmund fraud.
Doesn't it mean law is something that's been voted upon by?
It's
what,
an
the
agreement,
Senate
but
Who's agreeing?
It's well, everyone in the social contract.
All the people that fucking speak for the
Society?
people.
Yeah. It's,
We-
impli-
we
it's
don't
implied
vote on
that you agree when it passed, unless you protest.
Oh, okay. Just making sure.
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, trust me. If there was like some kind of loophole where I didn't have to like adhere to anything that was agreed upon before I was born, I totally would.
It's the Sacco decision.
Exactly.
It just seems like a bunch of assholes who just didn't want to do science, and they're like laws.
They
Let's
still
make
don't
up
want to do
laws.
science. The Bible is so much easier for people to follow because it's not hard.
I mean, that's how everything's run. I mean,
He
it's run in that
saideth
same-
this and he saideth that, and it's so much
Aristotelian.
fucking easier than
Yeah,
Saith.
don't question
Yeah.
it and do it. And even though it
yeah.
makes totally no sense to
Yeah.
do it.
I mean, you guys don't feel that like BDSM kind of church feel and like
What's
court-
BDSM?
like 50 Shades of Grey, like people who like to get like
Beat-
like rough sex,
rough
and
sex,
like,
Yeah.
latex suits and all
You never
that
see that when you're searching on Craigslist?
Now,
Yeah, I never
let's-
know it. Not on Craigslist. I don't know what the fuck it means, though. I think I've heard of it.
Let's take
What's
another
POV?
Point of view.
Yeah, point of view.
Oh.
That means like the camera is on
Gotcha.
the like the
Yeah.
girl's
Now I
face.
understand what all that is.
He understands because there's always like a dude's ass.
Like you're always
Dude's
looking
ass
at
porn.
you're always looking at the M4M
winking
part.
at you.
Ah.
It's like you're watching a dude's ass and his dick, and you always have been.
Yeah.
Fag. You don't want to see this girl. You'd be watching lesbian porn if you want to see girls.
Now,
It's like me doing it.
This is one of those unspoken, like unagreed upon segments of the podcast where we go deep inside of Seth's closet full of skeletons.
No, it's just a fact.
Can we talk
You-
about this? And you could
Me?
yeah.
My,
Stop.
in my closet or his closet?
No, your closet.
Petruzelli, me.
Yes.
Okay. What was that?
Now stop me if it gets a little weird. Were you not propositioned by a man to hug him while he was in full latex.
Not latex, just like baby underwear.
Really?
How much money did he offer you?
A diaper?
$400 a session,
What's the session? An hour?
an hour.
Did you do it?
I went back and forth with him for quite a bit. Yes.
All you had to do is hug him.
Why had I ever heard about this? What the
That's what I
fuck?
said too. I'm like, $400, man. I'll give this homo a hug.
I had to wear diaper type stuff myself. Not diapers, but I had to wear like spandex type shorts. He had to wear spandex, and I had to put them in like grip holds, like triangle holds, and not submit them, but I just had to squeeze them as
It's
hard
like
as I
man
could.
wrestling.
No, he's not wrestling. I just had to put him in holds and squeeze as hard as I could for like amount of time.
How did he get a hold of you?
What the fuck,
Um,
dude? And you're wondering why you have
Like, did
psychological
he just
problems?
approach you in the grocery
How-
store?
I wasn't messed up. He asked me.
You still
Yeah.
did it.
I didn't do it.
Oh.
I went back and forth trying to get more money.
Where did you meet this cat?
I thought
You
this
know what?
happened.
This was a while ago. I think it might have been AOL chat.
Yeah, for the record,
Jesus
if you're out there,
Christ.
diaper fag, I'll hug you.
I mean, $400. If it was like $1,500, I would have said screw off, you gay
Yeah.
guy. But $400 for an hour. I mean,
Yeah.
I'll squeeze a guy for $400.
Yeah, we squeeze each other for free all the time.
That's
Yeah,
true.
he's got a point.
And I don't care. And I even wrote back like this was a big thing. We're like, no sex, there's no boners are coming. He's like, absolutely nothing sexual about it. I'm like, well, I know it's sexual because why
Yeah.
else would I be squeezing you? It's not like
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
like the same thing as like rolling with someone with fucking compression shorts on a rash guard. Like
Yeah.
you could have got $400 for that.
yeah, but
A private.
Except it's a dude who wants you to dress up like a baby and
Yeah.
act like a baby.
You know what though?
Go, Silverback Smith.
I wouldn't mind wearing a diaper. I actually kind of like the way the
It's
diaper.
just how do you keep on a straight head?
I have a good
in
picture
that
of me in a
situation?
diaper. Maybe I'll give it to
Yeah.
you to put up for
Yeah.
the podcast. I have a nice diaper picture.
And also scheduled for next week, our apology to gay people
and blacks.
and blacks. Well, we have
nothing to blacks.
not this week.
Blacks are good peeps.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So are gay people.
So are we doing Dear
Sorry.
Fatso or should we call
Yeah,
it?
let's do. We're doing a variation on Dear Fatso this week. Everyone is going to ask me a question, and then I'm going to administer my expert advice. So
I'll start. I don't
Yeah.
want advice. I just want to know how many chicks you've boned. in
No,
your-
you have to
your
say
boning
you
history.
have to say Dear
Yeah.
Fatso.
Okay, dear Fatso, how many chicks have you boned? Honestly,
17.
that's
You
it.
keep count.
Yeah, yeah.
It's pretty good.
Well, 17 is not a lot. So
No, it's-
No, it's not.
it's close to what
nothing.
I'm
It's
at.
fucking
Really?
what?
Oh.
I'm in 20s.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
What
why
about
do
you?
Why do you think I'm horny all the time?
Yeah.
I don't want to publicly dispose these.
Come on, man.
these
Approximately.
values. Approximately between 0 and an infinity.
Oh,
Infinity.
you pussy.
Infinity.
Seth.
Yeah.
You just
Infinity.
fucking play along. That's fucking weird.
I'll tell you
man.
guys. I'll tell you guys later.
It's weird for us.
17 in their 20s. Yeah. That's
Same
fucking
same
crazy.
same general range.
Holy shit.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Well, how many are you? Can you
Honestly,
Yeah.
about 300.
Yeah, that sounds about right. There's a
pretty
bunch of
good.
miserable bitches out there who need some fucking deep dicking.
No,
All right.
probably like 250.
Yeah.
Closer to 250.
That doesn't shock me at all.
All right. So can I go next?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, Dear Fatso.
17.
Dear Fatso, I recently had a falling out with one of my family members. Should I or should I not try to make amends or let this family member make amends with me first when it was this other family member's fault?
Okay. Here's what I would do. I would position myself to seem like the bigger person, but then when everything's all said and done, you could always bring that up. Like, well, yeah, I'm kind of doing all the work here. So you clearly have the problem.
Is it fixable?
Oh, everything's fixable, isn't it?
Yeah, but do I want to fix it?
Yeah.
That's the thing I have to ask myself.
You want to fix it because in retrospect you'll have wanted to fix it.
Say it loud, say it clear.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice. That's a beautiful song. Can we actually get that? Can we get her to put that in the podcast?
What song is that?
In the Living Years, I think it's
In
called.
the Living Years, yes, by Mike and the Mechanics.
But we can only have it for 15 seconds. And I'll say this about that song. It's great.
It is a good song.
Yeah.
Okay, you got a
Um,
question for Fatso?
Dear Fatso, I have a 2-part question.
Yeah.
First part is, what do you think extraterrestrial pussy smells and tastes and feels like? And how many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop?
Ooh.
If I had to guess, alien pussy, man. Are we talking
Well,
about?
first you have to think what kind of species evolved
Right, that's
on
what
this
I'm.
planet.
Are we talking about like the Greys,
No, we're talking about any
reptilian?
possibility out
or like
there.
how about any
Reptilians.
movie?
Just
alien?
describe your picture perfect extraterrestrial
6
pussy.
tits.
Yeah.
Like, what is your perfect alien, physique for the
Well, I mean,
female
let's
or
if we
whatever
go
they
like
have.
Total Recall and we go with the chick with the 3 boobs, maybe. But she's
Why
like a
3?
girl.
That's lame.
Why
Yeah.
3?
Or how about alien?
Hands and mouth.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Good answer.
Very good answer.
Yeah. How does it? Wait.
Just tell him that you want an alien dick, not pussy.
Yeah. Yeah. I want alien dick and not pussy. So therefore.
Oh.
And how many licks does it take to get to? I always like licked it and then just crunched into it because I was impatient.
Yeah, like the owl did.
Yeah. Like fuck that.
1.
First of all, can we say this about Tootsie Pops? They're fucking awful.
Yeah, they are gross.
I always
Because
hated
Tootsie
them.
Rolls are
Fucking pull out your fillings, man.
Yeah. I never wanted to get to the center because it was fucking sucked.
Yeah, it was always like you have like a fruit flavored pop, and then you get to the center, it's like some weird chocolate fucking crust.
And it was always like the weird treat that the teacher would hand out. You're like, God damn it! Like
Yeah.
Tootsie Pops, like fuck you.
Yeah, it's pretty lame.
Yeah.
You're right.
All right,
Looks like a
Carly.
turd.
Bubble Pops for the win.
Well, mine's kind of personal.
Mm.
Actually, going to be very specific.
Mm-hmm.
My sister, her mother-in-law.
Yeah, I'll fuck her. Wait, that's not your
the
question.
mother-in-law.
Yeah.
Your sister, her mother-in-law.
Damn it!
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, jeez.
I forgot what I was going to ask.
Your sister mother-in-law.
If she needs a pity lay, I'm
Issue.
up for
Okay,
it. If that's
no.
what.
My sister's mother-in-law, she's freaking psycho, and I'm about to punch her. Like, this is the only person that I'm literally like at what's end with. But the problem is, she's always around my sister when I want to go see my sister, and I can't tell her, hey, stop seeing your mother-in-law while I'm around, because they live like right down the street from each other.
No, you can.
Yeah, you can. You're her sister.
And not only that, man, fucking let me defer to Timon and Pumbaa. You know, Hakuna Matata, man, means no worries. Like, who gives a fuck?
No, because she won't even stand up to the mother-in-law for herself. Her
Then you-
mother-in-law basically decorated her entire house when she kept saying, no, don't decorate my house. And she'll walk in there with the key and decorate her house when she's
Well,
gone.
I mean, like, that's not fixable
That's
for
horrible.
you.
That's so
There's
bad.
nothing you can do about
Yeah,
that
that's not
except
your
fucking just
Fart on her
avoid
pillows. Give her pink eye.
No.
Yeah.
Low kicker.
Baloney in the pillows.
Low kick.
I did that on season Ultimate Fighter. I put a baloney in a cover of a pillow and gave him
Oh,
pink eye.
That's a
Seriously?
horrible way
Fucking
to
gross.
Get. I think that's worse than the fart.
Joe Stevenson. I gave it to Joe Stevenson.
Oh,
Yeah.
man. And he won, didn't he?
Yep.
Maybe that's what made him win. Maybe that's the
baloney eye. Yeah.
So,
I guess that's fucking just about that, kids.
well, what'd you tell her? You didn't tell her your advice.
Yeah, I did. There's nothing she could do except fucking. Yeah, ignore.
There's
it.
nothing you can do, kids. See? Sorry.
Yeah, and not only that, like, I mean, honestly, like, I think I'm gonna get fucking Hakuna Matata tattooed on my balls. Like, yeah, no worries, man. Whatever.
Jeremy will do it.
Yeah, of course he will.
He's leaving tomorrow.
He'll wrap it
Yeah,
around
he
the
is.
pin.
Yeah.
Well, is that it? Do we have anything else to say?
No, I think that's
No,
it.
I mean we do. Listen, we have more stuff to say, but
I think we should save a portion of this till next week then, if we're because there's something I'm curious about.
well, let's just keep rolling and see what happens.
Too long.
What are you curious
Go ahead.
I can
Yeah.
always-
Seth's future in fighting.
Yeah.
If we do 2 hours, I can always separate it into parts and it's upload at different times.
No,
Yeah.
whatever.
Well, let's just.
we
yeah.
can just. I can either do it now or
Yeah.
whatever.
Let's just do it now.
Okay.
We're
Okay.
already here.
My future in fighting is, I have to answer that question with a statement that doesn't really. Well, okay, I'm doing fighting now for the money. I'm not
Yeah.
doing it because I enjoy it as much anymore. I'm not doing it because I want to be this fucking grand champion guy and be better than everyone else. I want the money. I'd rather be rich than successful. No, I'm sorry. I'd rather be rich than popular, I guess you could say.
Mhm.
I'd rather be rich than popular.
Yeah.
Fuck being popular. I'd rather be rich. That's what matters to me.
Yeah.
I believe that if I continue to fight, it would be for that reason only. And it looks like that I will for a little bit because the money hasn't really dropped yet,
Yeah.
I guess you could say.
Yeah.
And I still have a lot of people interested in wanting to sponsor me and keeping me on to fight. So, and plus there might be an interesting fight that I could get in the near future that would be pretty big. And I still am interested in fighting guys with big names because I know I could beat some of the guys, and I think
Yeah.
this next fight might be that.
And-
So the money is huge to me, the main reason, but I also want to fight guys with names to just kind of
Right.
continue my
And
not legacy, but be not just a guy that knocked out Kimbo, but got to beat Rico and beat Dancer. You know, I
Yeah.
want to have names under me that I can
Right.
beat. So that way, when I do open gyms, those will be key points as to why people train with me.
and this, and I will say this, and you don't have to add any credence to it, but had you not injured your knee, I think that probably would have been.
Oh, he would have destroyed him.
Yeah, he would have been one of your easiest fights.
No questions.
He felt very easy to me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was gassed in 2.5 minutes too.
Yeah, he was very gassed. I saw him breathing super hard.
Yeah,
was
he had to
gassed.
step back and. Whoo.
It's just one of those things. I guess Mr. Green was a little too vigorous while you were training and hurt you.
Yeah.
So there's that. But now you always said that when you retired, you would start teaching karate. Is that in the near future?
If there's time at the gym to do it, then
Say,
I would like to do that.
Like
yeah.
on Wednesday where there's not a whole lot going on?
Weird Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could do that.
Yeah, so you're going to start teaching on Wednesdays?
I might do a little extra fee for it, but maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet you a lot of people would like to do karate.
Yeah. Yeah, I would like to, because I personally would like to start taking Iaido.
Yeah.
I always Japanese sword,
Oh.
and I've always wanted to do it because I love the art of it, and I believe that if I was a superhero, which I plan on doing in the future, that I will need to learn how to use the sword very good
I plan on being dead in the future, so none of this matters.
in the far
Oh,
future. But in the
yeah.
in the immediate future, I want to be. Remember Rai, the comic book Rai,
Yeah.
or Bloodshot? I like those two guys.
You
Want
can
a
go
big
downtown and
If I was
chop
going to
up
be a
idiots.
samurai, I'd be fucking Lone Wolf.
Oh, Lone Wolf is the best. Lone
Yeah,
Wolf
he
and
was a
Cub.
fucking man.
So that's that. I mean, things may change in the future. I don't know. I'm jaded from fighting, just like I'm jaded from a lot of things because I've been in it. I've seen a lot of things. I've seen a lot of asshole people and a lot of people that don't deserve to succeed. So it's very hard to
Yeah, the universe is topsy-turvy and shit doesn't make sense sometimes.
exactly.
Yeah, agreed.
So, with that, I think
Yeah.
we're good.
Yeah, so here's the deal. So if you like this podcast, like it, leave a comment on not only on our Facebook page but also on the YouTube page.
Yeah. You guys are all silent? Fucking talk.
Yeah,
Say something.
and share, share it with your friends.
Jackasses.
Yeah, what a bunch of
God.
assholes.
And have your own conversations.
Yeah.
Stop watching TV and shit.
Yeah.
Talk to your
And
friends.
argue over us, and then also this helps if you have like some kind of hate speech against us and tell us what douchebags we are.
If you're Jewish,
really-
feel free to comment.
Yeah, that really drives up our numbers. So please, hate mail, please, a lot of it.
Yeah. And it's the Jungle Boys TV on Facebook, and we're gonna we should be on iTunes again very soon. All the
Yeah.
new ones we should be on iTunes very soon.
Yeah.
And YouTube, subscribe to us. The
Exactly.
Jungle Boys TV.
Thank you. Good night.
Yeah.